Alright, so Parthenax apparently knows everything about Elder Scrolls, but just doesn't happen to know where one is. Okay, whatever. It'd be nice if he could use his dragon sense to help us locate one, instead of making us run all the way up to the Mages College and go through all this nonsense, jump through all these hoops. But it is what it is. Alright, so I was kind of, sort of avoiding coming here. But I guess we're going to have to go ahead and buckle down and talk to these folks.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
I am the Dragonborn. Let me pass.
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Do you? It is true there are some here who have spent years studying the accumulated knowledge of the scrolls. But what you seek does not come easily, and can destroy those without a strong will. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
Now. We both know I can pass that.
I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
Or not.
Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that.
Oh yeah? Well, check this out. Give you a little dose of this badassery here.
Greetings. Welcome to the College of Winter. So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
You see that? She's all starstruck by my celebrity. Huh? Like that? Gave her a little taste of the foos, and she was all just putty in my hands after that. Alright, so now we get to go across what really is kind of a treacherous bridge. I probably wouldn't walk across this bridge in real life, because that's like a long way down. Like a real long way down. And this thing doesn't really look stable. But we're the Dragonborn, so, you know. That's cool. People in the college coming and going, just waltzing into town, probably to go buy food and stuff. I remember in Oblivion, you could even catch people on, like, dinner hour, you know, in the inn, the local inn or tavern. You could catch them eating dinner or having a drink and stuff. At certain times of the day, they would normally be there. And they would go to sleep at a certain time of the day, or a certain time of the evening and stuff. It was cool. They do a bit of that here, too. Well, since we're here, we might as well go ahead and join. I don't know how much of this we're going to do, if any, honestly. Not the biggest fan of the whole Mage College storyline or whatever. It may have some relevance to the lore later on or whatever, but it never really held my interest. Not all that much.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Oh, pardon me while I interrupt.
Welcome to the college.
I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
An elf that studies stars. Where did you hear about that? Officially, nothing. Why don't you head into town and get a drink at the Frozen Hearth? I hear old Nellikar still has a room there. He knows a lot of stories, that one. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
I guess.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Stringent security procedures, but you got a Thalmor spy just standing there digging his nose all up in your backside. Huh. Seems too stringent to me. Is it just me, or does anyone else have a crush on Maribel? I always liked Maribel in the game. Really did. Thought she was cool.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
And she's a Breton, so hey. I was looking at that symbol. I have a little theory with that mage's symbol right there.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
You know, Hermias Mora is all about, like, knowledge and stuff, and that's something that the mages are usually after. And I don't know why that eye, with the beam pointed down, I guess, towards Nirn, or towards Min, reminds me of Hermias Mora. I don't see...
Eventually, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
I don't see the tentacles and stuff around the eye, per se, but there is the points coming off of it, and I don't know, just a thought. I don't know why that struck me, or what relevance that would have, as far as things pertaining to the Mages Guild in general, but all this is going to be linked somehow.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Just like I noticed a strong resemblance between the Bloodlock at Skyhaven Temple. Get out of my way, piece of crap. And the Dwarven locking mechanisms, which we're going to see one soon. Anyway, why Hermias Mora comes to mind with that symbol right there? He just does.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So,
What you learn
as I was
here will
saying,
last you a lifetime.
The first thing to understand
Several
is
if you're
that magic
talented.
is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Not listen to these hot-headed, ignorant kids who don't know any better?
Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? Well, then this should be no problem at all for you. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else.
So I better equip that.
Away. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
Now you got to be standing in just the right spot.
Or else this won't work if you're not want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is
I
tainted.
suggest we meet there. A few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Please, don't do anything to anger the locals. They don't need additional reasons to hate us.
Alright, well, we can get to that at our leisure just whenever. One thing we do need to do while we're here is go find the location of an Elder Scroll, though. I'm taking care of several things while we're here, actually.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand girl?
It's a mouthy orc.
I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
I don't know about that. Hero of Kvatch might have been able to get their hands on one.
What about? Wait. Are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Well, I may not be a biggest fan of the Mages College and all that, but at least we get a little respect here. At least a little bit. Oh, you're the Dragonborn? Well, here. Let me just give you my firstborn children. You know.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Seeing as I'm a collector of fine books, I wonder if I can have these. It doesn't say steal, it says I can take it, so there you go. I honestly do not remember where it sends us from here. I guess I'm about to find out.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Aye, that's the work of Septimus Signus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but, well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Alright, well, that is who you go to for the whole Hermias Mora thing, so apparently it all just kind of leads to the same spot, which is good. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and talk to him, or whatever, get up in the ice fields, go find this guy, get that started, and then we're going to go start Dawnguard. Because that's going to send us down there to the same spot, to the same scroll. In fact, I think we even actually go get the scroll itself or something. Anyway. Well, no, I guess we have to have the scroll for Paarthurnax too. I hope none of the quests like glitch or anything, being kind of crossing over. I'm trying to think. Trying to think, because it seems like the main story requires you to get one, and then Dawnguard also requires you to get one. I wonder if we get it at the... We're either going to save ourselves a trip, or we're going to screw up the quest so royally that it's going to glitch and freeze my game and kill it altogether. One or the other. Not exactly sure how that's going to play out. It doesn't matter. Let's play whatever we can play. Yeah, this guy's going to have us go down and, like, translate the scroll or something. And then that kind of triggers the thing with Hermias Mora, and then we got to go off and, I don't know, collect blood from each of the races and all that stuff. I don't know if we'll bother with all that. We have a lot of our skills already up there anyway. If we do, that's fine. Let me go around and hunt down some of the different enemies to kill. It's possible, maybe... go find an Altmer somewhere, go find a Falmer, and everyone else we should be able to find in bandit camps. Should be pretty easy, too, because a lot of those bandit camps will still have... Oh, like you go to Halted Streams camp? Like the first time we were there, I know there was at least, if I'm not mistaken, a Breton and an Orc. And who knows what the rest were. I'm sure there was at least one Nord there and what have you. Bandits are usually pretty much a mixed bag, so... hitting a few of those ought to get us most of the race. It probably wouldn't be all that big of a deal. Doesn't seem like I've ever had to just, you know, spend a whole lot of time going and finding one of everybody. I know where the Altmer are at. There's the place where they're holding the Greymane Sun. And then Falmer is, well, anywhere in a Dwarven ruin, pretty much. Or, you know, whatever. There's Falmer. There's a place to find them all over the place. And then it's just a matter of getting a Breton and a Dark Elf. Nord. Orc, etc., etc. I think an Argonian. I do believe you need an Argonian too. Khajiit. Khajiit might actually be the hardest. I'm trying to think if I've seen a Khajiit bandit. Not often. Not often, if at all, come to think of it. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there. Well, here's the crazy old man.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths. When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex. The ice entombs the heart, the bane of Kagranak and Dagother. To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me. The Elder Scroll gives insight deeper than the deep ones, though, to bring about the opening. I have seen enough to know their fabric, the warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession. Oh, I am well. I will be well. Well to be within the will inside the walls. Here. Well, here as in this plane. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
Look, man, where's the scroll?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Ovtand, the point of puncture, of first entry, of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock. Two things I have for you. Two shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. The deepest doors of Dwemer listen for singing. It plays the attitude of notes proper for opening. Can you not hear it? Too low for hearings? To glimpse the world inside an Elder Scroll can damage the eyes or the mind, as it has to Septimus. The Dwemer found a loophole, as they always do, to focus the knowledge away and inside without harm. Place the lexicon into their contraption and focus the knowings into it. When it brims with glow, bring it back and Septimus can read once more. You look to your left, you see one way. You look to your right, you see another. But neither is any harder than the opposite. But the Elder Scrolls, they look left and right in the stream of time. And the future and past are as one. Sometimes they even look up. What do they see then? What if they dive in? Then the madness begins. Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart of a god, the heart of you and me. But it was hidden away, not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll.
Alright, so bottom line, we go get this scroll translated or inscribed on his little device, and, well, at least we got a key to get down there. Maybe we would have had to come here no matter what to get down there. I don't remember how that all plays out. Well, that's a good thing. Some of this will still be kind of new, and there's Uthgerd running in place again. Alright, but that's fine. At least we know that Blackreach and where we go to get the scroll, that's like our next step in this. And, not a lot more we're going to do on that right now. What I want to do is start making my way towards the Dawnguard fort or whatever. And not too far from Riften. Guess we could start Nightingale Sanctuary or something. Yeah, close enough. That'll work. Alright. And from here, that's where we'll head. We'll head in that general direction. Don't know what we'll find along the way, but anyway, thanks for riding along, taking the trip with me. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. If you want to catch the rest of this Let's Play, that image there in the middle will send you to the playlist. All right, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.